Hello. So let's see why this is blank. What the heck? Why isn't this working? All of a sudden it stops working. Wait 1 sec. What is happening here? Is something that was working now doesn't want to work. God damn it. Is OBS taking over? Like, what's happening? There's no signal. I'm gonna turn this off and then restart it. So hopefully this will take care of it. Give me a moment, you guys. It says no signal, so it's capturing it. And now there's a mouse here. We can see the camera. There we go. It's a little bit of a it's a dirty old mouse. So hopefully we get to clean it. And anyways, okay. So this is what we're gonna be working on today, basically. So I'm gonna check out the stream sound on the phone. I'm gonna try to make sure that like I fucking hate this shit when this happens. Okay, so let's go see where my Twitch stream is, and let's lower the sound just a bit because it's still loud. Well, the mouse looks pretty clear, so I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Right? Good, 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 good. All right. Sound is good. Music sound is good. I think we are set. So I am gonna just put this baby over here, and we can start. So basically, what I'll be doing today is the mouse here. This is a SteelSeries Rival 650 mouse. It works both wired and wireless. I bought this about like 6 years ago or something like that. It doesn't look in the best shape anymore, but it still works pretty well. And I think brand new, if I try to buy this, it goes about like I think $120 if I checked it last time I checked it. So instead of throwing it away, I kind of want to see if I could fix the problematic part. And the part that's problematic in the mouse is when I do use the mouse, the left click is the one that kind of gave up. And it has this thing for wireless mode as well. And it uses a micro USB. I think this is a micro USB cable. And you can also do wireless as well. It works both perfectly fine on either. Although I use it mostly in the wired mode. So the problem is the left click sometimes it just doesn't work. And basically, I will try to double click on something, right? It will only click once. I will try to highlight the text by double clicking. It will not work. And I'm playing games in Valorant, for example, and I'm trying to shoot, it will just stop shooting. So because everything else in the mouse works perfectly fine, I just do not want to throw it away, and also kind of kill my curiosity here, see if I can, fix it and then make it working or not. So the part, I ended up buying it from Amazon. Apparently, they use a very common part for the left click. You can also do it for the right click as well. Works exactly the same. It says Omron. For those who are interested, I'll probably put it under my videos or as part of the video if I publish it for YouTube. For the other platforms, if you're interested and if you want to know what the part is, just let me know and I'll post the link for you guys either on Discord or in the channel chat. So just let me know. But basically, the part is here is this is a replacement part. It requires that you desolder it and then solder it back on. So I'll be only using one of them. Although, like, if you prefer, you can do both of both right click and left click to get it out of the way. So like they are both brand new. So I'm gonna start taking apart, tearing down the mouse, and hopefully at the end of the video I'll be able to make it work. So I'm gonna put it back in here in its bag, and I'm gonna bring in my spool. So okay, we got a little bit out of frame here. Okay, so this is my hotspot, and I'm gonna be using these for my thing. So just to show you guys my tool here, I have this Mastercraft tool set I got from Canadian Tire for like, I think $22 or something like that in Canadian dollars. But honestly, like any tool set that has, T6 screwdriver, T6 driver heads should be able to, open it. So I also have another set that I use for electronics. So I'm just going to bring it in. Give it 1 second here. I don't know where I put it. That's the part I forgot where. Yeah. Like you don't have to specifically use this, but like if you're using certain tools, use the one that's just not gonna be hurting your, or creating scrapes on the surface of the underneath the mouse. So try using things that's just not so invasive to the material itself. So yeah, I'm gonna end up doing this. Although this is not the best tool, this is one that is gonna work just fine. Yeah, I had a better set. I just don't know where I put it. Let's see if I can locate it very quickly here. Oh yeah. So I have this because this was part of. Oh. Okay. This was part of. I replaced my phone's battery, and then this was part of that battery replacement set. So it is like it's made of plastic, so it's not gonna be really scratching the surface of the mouse, which you will need for fluent movement when you are working on it on what you call this thing. When you're working on it, when you're moving the mouse around, right? When you're moving the mouse around, you want it to be like fluid, so there's like no scrapes. Otherwise, it might like catch on your mouse pad and whatnot, which you don't want. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with this over here. Just gonna see which one works best. And after we are done, I'm probably just gonna put those back. So the screws are under these like smooth surface gliders. I don't know what these are really called, but like this is the cover to the screws underneath. So we're gonna want to open those. Also, like this mouse, since this is a wireless mouse, this will also have a battery, um, which you should be turning it off. You know, just to avoid like any electrical flow. Like if you end up touching it with a metal, screw or flat pad, whatever. So to avoid any short circuits and whatnot. So I'm gonna make sure, yeah, there you go. It's in the camera. So I'm just gonna like open this. It's a little sticky, so we're gonna take it apart. Oh, it really sticks. I'll move it over here. The location of my camera is blocking it. So hold on, guys. If I can move it up a little bit here so it doesn't get in the way that much, or I'm just gonna put it to the left here. That's kind of like out of the way, and that should do. Yeah, this should be better. All right, so the part here I put it upside down so it doesn't get in the way. What I'm using here is basically a soldering mat. I bought it on Amazon, something around $40 or something, like Canadian, probably cheaper in the US if you are buying it on US, or anything that's just like safe to use for soldering, or just anything that's going to keep your things organized. So this is the first part, and you can see that the the screw is in here, and we're gonna be undoing this. But first, we're gonna remove all the covers that's holding up the screws inside. We're gonna go over here. There's a little like an entry point here. Yeah, that's why I don't want to use metal, because it feels like it's just too invasive to the material. So use your best judgment when you are pulling it apart. And yeah, it has some kind of a strong adhesive on it, so like it's really holding things in place. I'm gonna try to put it without. Okay, there's some left over here. I'll probably having to end up cleaning it so it doesn't collect dust or fuzz. Doesn't really look like it wants to come off. I'll let it be. It's still visible, right? Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna bring this window closer here so I can actually see things better. There you go. Not that one. I'll bring the other one so I can still see the chat. Okay, and I'm gonna make this one full screen. There we go. Yeah, I can actually see things here. This is cool. So there's only like one left that I have to move. And they like slide it inside. That's what she said. No, don't do that. All right. So all the screws are out here now, and we can start taking out the pieces. So I'm gonna put these things back in here just to clear the way, you know. Okay. I need my grooves, right? It's gonna take this out. I think it is T6, but let's try. Yeah, it fits perfectly fine. So T6, and then this is the part that will allow me to, do this thing. So this thing here like spins freely, so you can just like use your fingers to like rotate this thing as you like. So all right, I'm gonna move this a little out of here. We don't necessarily need to see this. I'm gonna start with this very first one here. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't take like much. You can see that it's like pretty easy to take out. Is it? It's focusing on my hand for some reason. So there you go. Yeah, just trying to make sure that it sees it. Like it doesn't take much. I'm gonna put it in one of these beds, and then take out the other one here again. So this is like a little magnetic. It should, okay, did not really work, but yeah. My camera's autofocus is kind of like doing things a little difficult, but there you go. I think I shouldn't get like too close so it can focus on it properly. But yeah, put it in the same place, and we have two more. So two in the main one here, in the big one, and then the one on each side that we removed. And then we're gonna remove this one as well. We comes off pretty easy. And do this very last one. Here you go. Cool. I think what I forgot to do before moving forward, take apart these sides. Like these things here, they're like these mouse, the side buttons, and also the where the weights go. You can just like pull it apart. It'll just come off. There you go. And these are just the weights. You can just pull them off. I'm just gonna like put these here to its sides. I'm gonna kind of put it out of the way here. I'll do the same thing for the other one. You can just like pull it out. It's not so fragile, but still try to be gentle just in case, if something is kind of stuck or if it is like tightly placed together, you don't want to like yank or loosen the things that's holding things together. Mostly where they are like coming up from is like these things here, these metals are magnetically holding it in. I kind of like things a little heavy, so I'm using all the weights that this came with out of the box. So I'm gonna put this also aside. So this is pretty much the bare bones of the mouse right now that, you know, without any of the things that can come off by itself. So like you will see that this line here is where we're gonna be separating this out. So I'm gonna try to use my hand here. So I can feel it, it's coming apart. I just want to make sure I'm not holding it up with another screw that I missed. I don't see any. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, so there's a little bit of like cat hair in here. Coco's hair got inside. I don't know how. I'll probably look through the wheel. It comes from here to here. All right. This is not bad. So as you can see, there are like 1, 2, 3 cables holding these things connected to each other. And the battery is laying like right in the middle here. This black block here is the battery. So I'm gonna try to find a way to get this thing out of its spot. So I'm gonna use this little flat hat thing that I have here, and then I'm gonna try to push this white one out first. So just be careful without, making it touch or potentially harm any of the inner materials. So you can also like put it back in one piece. doesn't really want to work that much with me, so I'm gonna bring this down here. There you go. It wants to come off. It's just a little stubborn. There. So this one is already out. I believe I did not harm anything. Let's see how this is gonna go with this part. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think this black cover here that's holding this cable together, I think it comes off. Like, I think I have to lift it up. Although I'm trying where, oh, there we go. There's one right here. Yeah, I can see it like separated just a little bit. I don't know what this is called, but it kind of like tightens that thing in place, the head of that cable. I'm gonna put it here. Think in the camera I still see it? Not really. So let me see if I can create a little bit of an angle here. So in the frame, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna like push it up with this one here, and then this side, I'm gonna push it up. There you go. If you push them, if you push them up from both sides at the same time, it just comes off. It's not really that tight. When it's out, it just comes off. So try to like push them up at the same time on both ends, and I think it should come up just relatively easy. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. We don't need this anymore since the top is pretty much open here. I'll do the same thing. Loosen it first. Trying to be like as steady as possible with my fingers. Okay, I kind of feel that that one came up. And then, am I still in the frame? Yeah, okay. That one is a little... I don't know, you can do it. That one is a little hard to get. You know what? I think I can move this. Oh yeah, there we go. This should make things significantly easy. I feel like this is not the best tool to do this. Yeah, it's really fighting with me. I feel like my nails are better for that. Oh, there you go. That side is out. This battery like really wants to be in there. There you go. There you go. Yeah, when you do it on both sides, it's so much easier and it just comes off. So you will see that like this is what it looks like. I'm trying to like not, I'm trying to make it not shake so much, but yeah. There you go. All right. So I'm gonna put this aside. This is not the part that we're gonna be working on anyways, because there's no problem with the mouse wheel, and this is like the connector of the mouse wheel to the mouse itself, to the, I think the PCB of the mouse in here. And I'm just gonna like put this aside because everything here works perfectly fine. These are your like side buttons. Although they're not the same size, the ones that we had, but the other ones are. I'm gonna let this guy lay back down onto its own bed. Doesn't look like it really has its own thing here. They just kind of like plopped it down. That's probably like what I've been hearing when I was like, when I shake the mouse, that's probably what I hear. Like, because it's not so stably put in a bed for its own. And like you can see, like this is my left click right here, and it doesn't look in the best format. And it looks like the button here is kind of like wore off. But this is the one that we are gonna be fixing. I feel like this is not in its best shape. Yeah, this one, it looks like the top of the thing is already like kind of like worn off. This one looks in better condition and also sounds different too. This one sounds like more tactile, and it's like it's still got some spring in it, but this one doesn't sound that way. It still clicks, just doesn't sound the same. So we're gonna be replacing this one, but we're gonna take out every piece here. So first one was that, and I'm gonna take out this T6, and now we need to find the one that matches the one right here, so we can take it apart because there are other screws. I think it's pushing this thing down, and the other screws also that we have to take out. So I don't know if this one would work. Nope. So secure your tools, guys. This is too wide. I need. I don't know what it's called. Hmm, I feel like this should do. This is what a PH00. I don't even know what it is, but we're gonna try see if it works. Nope. This is, I think. This is actually sharp. Okay. Maybe this one? Okay, this one did it. This is PH0. I don't even know what exactly it is, but this will do. Or we can just do like trial and error until it kind of like holds into place. Yeah, this was the feller. I'm gonna put this in a different bed here. So, um, it's not mixed up. I'm gonna put this one over here now. Go back to its place because the other screws are significantly smaller. But I think before we do that, this little piece that's pushing things down needs to come out. Yeah, it is. There you go. Yeah, you need this out so you can. It's pushing this edge of the PCB down, and we need it to not block this thing. All right, I'm gonna put this over here, and then basically like it's right next to the other screw covers for the bottom. We're like pretty close here to getting this thing out entirely. Yeah. I need to find a much smaller screw though, because PH0 is just too big. And I think I'm trying to see with my eyes the one that would fit best. It's kind of hard, honestly. I can't really tell. Let's try this one. This looks really fine. This is PH000. I'm not really sure what this. Oh, this fits perfectly actually. So I'm gonna put this on this thing here. It should have like enough room, and I'm just gonna like turn this. Oh yeah, it holds really well, and it is out as you can see here. Let's see if the camera is gonna capture it well. It looks like it does. Yeah, PH0. It's a very small screw. Kind of like gives you also an idea how thick the PCB is. You know, should not be so difficult. But I gotta say, be careful when you're holding it on top of the PCB itself because it's very small. If you drop it in there, it will be probably very, very hard to like get it out, or it might be get hard to get it out. So I'm gonna put it into another section here to kind of like group it into its own place. So there's like one right here under the battery on the edge of the PCB right here, and we're gonna remove that. So unscrew it, and then here you go. I'm gonna put it in the same place. I don't know. Let it go. Let it go. There we go. And I think there's only one left, which is this one right here on this edge. I don't see any other. Yeah. All right. That was really easy, right? So there we go. I'm gonna put it into the same place. Although it's kind of like stubborn, it doesn't want to come off. I'm gonna try to see if there's any other hit I missed. Um, these for the top, this for the PCP, that for the PCP. I don't see any others. I think we should be able to take this off now. Right? Let's try. Actually, yeah, it comes up. I'll also try this. There you go, folks. That is main board of the mouse. Quite thin, like very thin. Hence, those screws are just not that long. Yeah, I have some like, some dirt in there. Stuff here I can see and some other things. And this is the laser where, like it detects the movement apparently. And then this is the connect button. This one right here pushes against, like when you want to pair it with the receiver of the mouse the USB receiver of the mouse that you would connect to your PC. And I'm gonna put that back here. I think this button comes off. I just don't want to lose it. But we have really nothing to do here other than if you want to do some cleaning, you can do some cleaning. But other than that, we don't really have anything to do here. It's just the cable, the micro USB cable connection port, and this is just the bed for the mouse, for the PCB. So I'm gonna put this here out of the way a little bit, and I want to see if this comes off. No, and see like some little dust accumulated here. Yeah, the button that we're going to be replacing is this one right here. This button, the one on this is the left button. This one we're going to leave it as is. Like you can see that there's like the SteelSeries logo on the button on top, and this one is also here. But you can also like when you look at this, you can see that this blue clicker here is like worn off, and it feels clunky when you press on it. It feels clunky. So that's probably where the problem is coming from. But hopefully we'll know better when uh when I put it back, when I put the new one in. So I'm gonna do a little side-by-side comparison here, and hopefully it looks identical in size. Although I'm confident, I still want to make sure. Yeah, looks about the same. Um, Putting it side by side, yeah, identical. I like it. But you can tell the difference in when you're comparing the two clickers on it. Like the orange one has a lot, like it's not worn off. You can see how worn off the blue one is. But this is 6-year-old mouse, I think. I bought this in, I think like 2016, 2017, sometime around that time. And it's been almost 7 years. 6 years, easily 6 years. So, you know, and I've used this mouse a lot, a lot. I did a lot of gaming, playing PUBG and Valorant on this thing, so it's expected that it wears off. Anyways, so the interesting part here is I will have to get this thing to, I could desolder this thing. The one on the right when I flip it. Like my brain is telling me the one on the left, but no, it's the one right here. This is the fun part because I haven't done much soldering, to be honest. So I'm a little nervous. And where's all these things like coming from, bro? Guys, I'm gonna set up um T6. There we go. And then I'm gonna put these things out here. So they are kind of like out of the way. Hey, excuse me. There we go. I am so hungry. That's insane. All right, I'm gonna get my soldering machine, and also I had to buy this for my soldering station because the soldering tip on the machine was just too big, and it wouldn't. I would probably have a very hard time working on these things with the the tip that I have. So I ended up getting this thing, and hopefully I'll still be able to like make use of these in the future. I'm just gonna have to find one that's like thin enough that is not gonna give me too much of a problem. This looks kind of like suitable, 0.5 millimeter canonical. And then there is screwdriver 1.2. That's just too big. This is not even like, oh my god. Aha. I'm gonna put this over here. 5 millimeter. This is, oh, this is huge. This one, 1.6 millimeter screwdriver. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the one. 0.2 millimeter. This is even smaller. I think this could be, yeah, either of these things should be like pretty useful, right? This one, 2.4. Yeah, this is too big. Another 2.2 millimeter, but this is like bent. I'm guessing there are like uses for it, which I'm not familiar with. This one is 3.2 millimeter. If this is one like is gonna work on something really big. Eh, I'm gonna be probably using one of these two. I'll probably start with the conical. I don't even know what that word means, but I feel like this is gonna be perfectly fine. So I'm gonna be working on these with that. I'll put this away and put all these things back into its bag. Dude, I'm starving. I think I should have eaten first before I got into doing this. Okay. So put this card here. I ended up buying this on Amazon as well because I already had a soldering machine and I didn't want to buy a brand new one. I just needed new tips to use. So I ended up finding these compatible with the one that I have, and I just need to put this on. So I'm going to move this to the side here for now. And I'm going to get the soldering machine up here. So give me a moment. Also, I don't know what this was called. This soldering braid. Lead free desoldering braid. And this is the one that you use when you are desoldering an already soldered component or a part from another electronic base. So you place this against the part that you are desoldering, and this kind of soaks up the melted solder, right? So it doesn't make a mess and it picks it up for you. It's kind of like a sponge, pretty much, I think. Kind of works like a sponge, apparently. Yeah, so we're gonna need this. I'm gonna put this on the side here. And here is the machine I have. It's old. Yeah, this is the machine I have. This is an old piece of equipment. And you can see that like how big the tip that this one came with. And it looks like really worn down. And honestly, it will be really hard to use this tip to desolder and resolder these three parts with this one. So when you're working on electronics, you are, more often than not, you'll be dealing with parts that has a lot smaller in size than this tip is meant to work with. And and it looks like I kind of burnt it. You know, as a person who is not experienced at all, I'm not so surprised, bro. Alright, so this is the one we're gonna work with, and let me clear this out a little bit here. So, okay, all right. I think I'm gonna need to wet that sponge a little bit. I can't untangle. There we go. So, tangling is done, or untangling is done. But it looks like I'm gonna have a problem here because I don't have a what you call this thing, a cable extension cable to connect this thing to with the way it is. I don't have one close by. I might have to like take out. But I think before we do this, I'm gonna have to remove this tip, right? I'm gonna have to remove this tip. It feels a little loose. I don't know. Oh yeah, this one is it's kind of like tingling. So I'm gonna have to remove it, and then put one of these in. This doesn't look so big. So actually, the one that I had out here should work. Where's that little guy right there? There we go. Oh yeah, it just comes off. Oh, this is not even what? Oh, very interesting. Can you guys see this? It's like so small. Camera won't even focus up on it properly. Oh, there you go. This one works. Yeah, so small. There we go. We're gonna put this over here, and Jesus, this is big. I didn't know like it actually went down that much. But yeah, you can tell like how this is not the most suitable tip to use. I'm gonna put this aside here. I'm gonna try to see. This point 2 looks pretty good. Also, this point 5 also looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with the point 2. I feel it's a better fit. And it should give me like more room to be like more precise. All right. So let's go with that. Yeah. So this should fit right in. Doesn't matter like if I have to put it all the way inside or like if I can leave a little bit of room. But I think your hands will probably be less shaky when you're holding it like this, right? Because I've seen like some stock photos, people with like people holding this soldering gun like this. Do not do that. Do not do this. You will get hurt. This is gonna be extremely hard. You will get immediate blisters and I don't know in like what degree burns, like, but it's gonna burn the hell out of your hand. Do not do that. So make sure you do this thing when this thing is cold, and you're not gonna cause self-harm in this thing. Because it will hurt like a bitch. Okay, so right enough. I'm gonna put this away now, and yeah, feels nice and sturdy, so we're good. Okay. As soon as I figure out, also I'm gonna put this aside. Focus 1 second, because we're gonna take a little while before this really is done. Okay, I think we have everything we need here aside from the cable. So I'm just gonna go bring up one of my extension cables that I'm using somewhere else, and then connect this thing, and then also put some water on this thing. But we're gonna do it on camera, so just give me a moment. I'll figure this out. I'll be back. So I had to like turn off all my monitors and everything in the other setup. So, but I need this, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. Okay, cool. Now I have this extension cable present in my hand, and this should address the issues that I would be facing with this. Otherwise, I'm gonna be connecting this thing here. But let me clear this out and align this thing properly. I don't want to be suffering from this getting in the way. So I'm gonna turn this off, power this thing. Okay. Okay, there is nothing yanking it, pulling it, and then okay. So now this is connected to a power source. So it might be a little too big for the camera here, but this is what I'm using. It's very straightforward. Yeah, this thing is kind of quite straightforward. It's a very simple machine. There are like levels here that you can kind of shows you like I really haven't used this thing in a long time, so I'm gonna dust it off just a little bit. I guess I should have done this prior to turning on the camera, but what to do? Yeah, and comes with this sponge. I tried to use this thing on some other thing, and that was the reason I actually initially bought this. This kind of feels like it's about to break into like a million pieces, but I think once you put some water on this thing, it should like come back up. And you would place your soldering gun to right here like this. So this is where it's gonna go. All right. And when you are ready, you're gonna like turn this off from the on to off, and then this light I think will come off, and then you can adjust the heat with this level here. So it's not connected yet, so it's not gonna come on. And I'm gonna start with I think 2 for now, and then I'm gonna put some water on this thing. So let's get started with the water a little bit. All right, take this off, put it aside, and yeah, it's kind of like inconvenient once you take this out, but oh yeah, there you go. You can see that the sponge is like immediately responding. There you go. Oh, now it's flexible and soft and squishy. It's just that it's kind of hard to. Okay. I think we kind of like wet this thing on a sink would be so much better. But I kind of wanted to show you guys like how it comes back. I don't even know if they even make this model anymore because this was also like I think something I got around like 2018 or something along those around this time. Yeah, there's like enough water here, so I think it should just start traveling around to the part that hasn't reached yet. But overall, this kind of feels pretty ready, and like it's wet enough, and I'll place it back into its spot. I have to like squish it in there. There you go. And I think this is ready for us to proceed. I'm gonna get a paper towel and dry my fingers. A little like yeah, here. Paper towel around here. There. Okay. And make sure you close the lid on your water, guys, around electronics like this. All right. Good. I'm excited. I thought about doing this for a while, but I was quite nervous because I didn't have the tools I properly needed. Now they're all here. And you connect your like soldering gun to the side. Right? It has like its own section here. I think I'm doing it the wrong way. Oh yeah, there you go. So This is identical, so why isn't it working? Am I tripping on this thing? No. Oh, there you go. Wow, it's really taking like some effort there. So this is not on yet. And I also want to kind of like fix this. It's been staying like, folded for a really long time. So like it kind of wants to be, folded. There we go. So this is our soldering gun. And then I'm gonna turn on the power on the extension. Oh, there you go. So like it's already I forgot the button on. So like it's off right now. And you turn it on and it's ready to use. It is heating up right now. I'm not sure how to show it on camera, but like, yeah, this is actually on, like as of this moment right here. Yeah, there you go. So we're gonna put this back here and I'm gonna move this to the side, outside of the frame where, okay. I'm gonna take this, I didn't even open this, but this really doesn't want to come out, but I'll just rip it apart. There you go. This is the soldering braid. I think it's also like another name, wick. Yeah, super wick, the soldering wick, and then you would be like putting this into the item here, and then it will just like soak it up. So you would be using it that way. This is trash. We don't really need this anymore. So I'm gonna wait until this heats up. And what else do I need here? I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing here? My part is here. My thing is here. Oh, my solder is here. This is, I think, the solder that it came with. I'll have to be kind of like slow with this because this is like thicker than I would have expected it to be, especially for this thing. So I'm gonna have to like use extremely like very little amount so it doesn't I don't like put too much here and then make them touch each other or something. So yeah, but I think let's start with desoldering this little part, one of these three. I've never done this before, so here it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like make sure I have a stable thing here because this is shaky and I don't like that it is shaky. Hmm. Not sure how to go about this. I kind of need like a little bit of weight on this thing, so this camera holding thing should do, I think. Right? Oh, this looks all right, right? Yeah. All right. I don't know how hot this is right now. I'm gonna try. Shit, which one is the? This is the one, right? This is the one right here. Dude, my brain is not working with me. So left click this one, turning it up, it is still on the left. So we are good. Okay. The one on the left. My left. You guys are fine. It's my left. I don't know how hot this is, but this is how you hold it, okay? Right here. You hold it right here. You don't hold it here. Do not do that. You'll be regretting it. It's the stock photos, there are a lot of people holding it from here. Don't do it. Don't do it, fellas. Okay. I don't think this is hot enough. And this doesn't feel stable enough because, yeah, this is not stable enough at all. Oh my god, this is. I'm gonna hold it here with my hand. There you go. Yeah, this is not hot enough, guys. It's not hot enough. So I'm gonna turn this up. Yeah, this is not hot enough at all. So let's make this to 4. I can't even feel it. Like, it's just, there's no heat. Am I tripping here? Because I remember like when this made that like sizzling sound the last time I used it. I'm hoping this still works. Oh yeah, you can see the model here, Weller SPG40. And this is the all the scars that you are seeing in my hand is from my cat. Because when we play, he bites and scratches and whatnot. So yeah, I have a lot of scars on my hand from it. Okay. I wonder how long this is gonna take to come to a proper heat. I'm gonna try this one more time. Let's see if this is gonna make a difference at all. We need to see some smoke here. Nope, still not hot. Oh, now it's sizzling. Now it's sizzling. I think it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah. When I put it in the sponge, it sizzles. So it is getting there. I just don't want to overheat this thing, you know? Maybe the tip I used was not the best choice, but I feel like this should still do. Yeah, I can smell it too. You can see the tip of it is kind of like going darker color, but still not hot enough to really melt this thing. There's too much light everywhere. Yeah, this is definitely not a good heat. Maybe I need to wait a bit more. Nope, I'm gonna increase it to 5. I'm gonna send it. I just put to the highest level, so we'll see how that will go about. Because you can still see it, right? Yeah. Oh my god, now I can smell the metal. I can smell the heat. And it smells like burnt match. Yeah. Dude, I hope I don't make a mistake by touching the one of the hot parts because I really don't want to go through that pain. So mm, dude, this still doesn't melt anything. Like, is this is it because like it's taking time heating up? Like, what is the deal? Oh, yeah. I can see it now. But I think it's because like it's such a small area, the tip, like it's not really. Yeah, I can see it melting. It's just not really that strong. Like I think it's because the tip is like so small. It's not able to dissipate the heat on it. Hmm. Look clear on the camera, right? Yeah, it looks clear. Yeah. Yeah. The problem is that it doesn't. Oh my god, the whole thing is hot here. So this is actually heating it up, but it's just not. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, it's just taking its time. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna take this out here. So supposedly, right, like you put it here when it melts, and then it'll soak it up for you. So let's see. Woo! This heats up. This heats up. So be careful when you are touching this. Dude, I hate that I can't stabilize this thing properly, so I can do this thing properly. It's kind of nuts. I mean, this is practice, right? So it actually melted, but it like you can see very little amount here. So I feel like yeah, I need to do a better job here. I can see that it kinda working, but not good enough because I need to be able to take him all three of the pins out at the same time before one of them gets cold enough to get hard again. So how do I make sure? Because I need to take out the solder here, but this is not really doing that. Hmm. We need to stabilize this thing because it just keeps moving and it's just making it hard. Mm, this would work. But hold on. Maybe I can. Oh, I think I can do it with this. 1 second. If this fits here. Oh, it does. There we go. Oh, this will definitely hold it better. There we go. I think we are ready to go and give it another shot. Oh, you can see the smoke coming out now. Oof. I feel like this thing is a piece of garbage. I should have bought, invested a bit more money into this thing and get something better. I need a little bit of a height on this thing because hmm. Oh, there we go. I don't think I'm doing this right at all. Like this is pretty much melted, but it's just not coming out. Ooh, I can feel the heat. Oh, there. Yep, 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 yep. I'm gonna get my what is it called? Tweezers? I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I think this should help. So if I can hold this guy with this and try apply a little bit of force, right? Dude, this is really hot. I can feel it moving now. Yeah, it moved a little bit. I can see it. Come on. Stop resisting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's like halfway out. It's like halfway out. Like you can see that it's not entirely sitting flat on it anymore. It's just like, ooh, it's hot. Yeah, be careful on that. It's hot. Like you can see that there is a distance there now. So I think we're close. It's just it gets hot. I mean, it gets cold so fast and starts holding it up again. So I have to be quick doing that. But because this thing is such a lightweight thing, I'm having a hard time holding it stable and without actually hurting it. So The try again. So I'm cooking this PCB to a crisp here because this is not coming out. Oh, this is like pretty much out now. Look at this. I can scared to like touch it with hand. Uh, Jiggling, but it's not entirely out. Ah, I need a proper clamp on this thing so it just comes off, you know? Come on, let it go. Jesus. Ah, bruh, this is it's like halfway through out. Yeah, I can there's like so much gap right now in between. And I can still click it. Looks like it's still functional, but this is really is there a chance that I can touch all three at once? Maybe doing this so it kind of like just folds up with the gravity. Any chance I can do that? Let's see. No, it's just not that flat. This thing, the whole braid gets hot like right away. Ooh. But eventually you're gonna come off and we are gonna be replacing you. I'm really scared I'm gonna touch this by mistake with my bare hands and then just end up burning myself. Like seriously. Because this feels like really dangerous in my hand. You know what? I'm gonna do a different approach here. We can make this fit in here. I think. Oh, there you go. Oh, come on, stay there. There you go. So this, I feel like. Ah, I'm so inexperienced in this thing. Okay, I made some improvement there. You can see that it moved even further from the board. Can't hold it for too long. Hmm. I'm really close, like really close. Come on. It just feels like so fragile to me when I'm dealing with it, you know? Let's give this another try. I have a very firm grip here. Uh-oh. 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 Oh! And it's out. Holy shit. This is it. It is out. Guys, this is what it looks like. Oh my god, the piece is finally out. So this is the part that was giving us the problem. So I see one issue with this though. You see the clippings on this thing, like the pins. This one is like so long. I might end up having to clip it, but let's see. All right, there we go. It's not bad, right? Finally out. All right. Now, it's time to put it back in. I'm gonna get some water, guys. Give me a moment here. Ah, all right. I'm gonna lower this to like 4. I think it's too much. So this element now is gonna be sitting right here. So now I have one problem. There is still solder in the holes, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to get it inside. You know, I have to clean those holes properly. So let me see if this thing feels like a waste of money, or I'm. The second option is I'm misusing this thing. Like maybe I'm not sure what I'm doing with this thing. There's like very small remnants of solder on this, but feels like it should soak up more, especially when it's just like liquid pretty much, right? So I'm gonna try to put this underneath and then get that hole open here. There you go. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna place it like this, and then I'm gonna put this one item here where it is supposed to go in. Okay. And I'm kind of gonna like gently push it from the melted side. Hopefully it will open up. Okay. And kind of. Mother. Bro. I feel like I'm ruining this board already. Let's see if we can do it with this then. This doesn't simply doesn't want to like open up for us. Hmm? How can I open that thing up? Like, it just doesn't want to work with me. Okay, took some of it out. Okay, that one is open. So let's try to do the same thing with the other one. That one is also open. I think, although I don't feel like it's really gonna go through, but I will have to do my best. It's not gonna burn my fingers. Hmm. Not sure how I'm gonna be able to like get that thing in there without. Hmm. Can I like do this where I'm applying pressure and just put the heat on right there? Cute. This is gonna be a trouble. I don't know how to push these pins in there. Like, how do I get them in there? The holes are not big enough, and one of them is not even open anymore. God damn it! Hmm. I don't feel they're even gonna work after at this point. I opened that hole really well because it is just causing problems. Okay, this could work. Try this again. Almost. Almost. No, I think. Oh, there you go. I think I can make it work now. Because one of them is definitely. Oh, they're in. There we go. Oh, it is so in. There we go. A little bit of tough love, right? Jesus, bro. All right. I think now I can make it work. So I need to make sure that there is no empty or like misalignedness on this thing, right? So like it really sits down. Oh, it's getting hot. Right. Okay. Yeah, it really set down with no gap. So I think I'm happy with this. So the new one is there, and I think it's ready to. Yeah, I can apply the solder now. This fella right here. I feel like this is so thick though, but I don't really have any other choice here. So I'm gonna try to apply it to the very tip of the thing, and hopefully gravity will do its thing and like let it slide down. Yeah. Oh, bro, this is exciting to me, but also like it shows how unexperienced I am. So here's my first go. It is not melting it. Oh, there you go. Really have to hold it. Okay, the first one is good, but I think it needs to spread around. Yeah, it's just like so thick. It's just I'm not able to be as precise as I like with it. Oh no, there you go. Oh, this one came out much better. Yeah. Yeah, let's try the same thing with this one. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit like this. So there we go. The first one still needs a bit more because it just doesn't have anything. There you go. It's on the tip instead of the bottom. Like you need to be touching. Come on. Do I have to like douse you in it? What is your problem? Dude, you're embarrassing me. Stay in the bottom. All right. I can try this out and see if it actually works. I think since we're only going to be checking out the clicks, right? I'm going to check and see if it works because I want to see if I made it working or not. I'm hoping there's like proper contact. So I'm going to turn this on. It goes. Oh, that's on that way. It might not work because there's no connection to the wheel, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So let's see. I don't know where my mouse is right now, but I'll try. And... oh, there's light. Holy shit, this is bright. God damn. Okay, the right click works. What about left click? It works! Y'all, it works! Okay, 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 come on, please! Oh, yeah, it works, y'all! Yeah, it does work. I can't believe it. I don't know what this light really means. It's like way too bright, but I'm gonna just turn this off. There we go. Pull this guy out. We wow, this I didn't know this was a light. It's so extremely bright. Jesus, like damn. But I'm so surprised it just worked on the first try. I'm a little you know, I'm not experienced and I don't feel so confident that this is the best work because this is definitely I don't think this will even like fit well on the board, so I have to like clean this out. I gotta take this out, some of it. There we go. You know, little piece by piece, you will leave it. Because all I was trying to do, spread it around the pin, and it just doesn't want to play by the rules. Oh, this was a big chunk. Okay. So yeah, there is like still. I don't think like it's a good idea to inhale this, but it's like straight up my nose right now. Yeah, it's like it's like cancer. Come on. Yeah, got a little piece. Oh, it is stuck on the tip. What are you doing? Take it away. There we go. This is much cleaner. So this one here is an abomination right here. I watched a few videos, and compared to what those guys are doing in their videos, I am an absolute noob. Piece by piece, I'm trying to get it out, Ooh, this one's a biggie. There we go. I hope it still works after all this. Yeah, maybe I should have cut the pins before I tried to put them in because right now they are like really big. I don't know if there's like enough room on the mouse in the mouse pad to really accommodate it. So, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try and see if I have to cut them or not. So let's see. Okay. It's kind of hot, but doesn't feel like it's hot enough to like really hurt me. So I'm gonna test this out and see if the mouse still works. Because if it doesn't work, you know, what's the point? Okay, the light is on. And oh yeah, it works. I like it. The only thing, hold on, let me see if I can move it. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's close it. Take this out. And then see if there's like enough room here to accommodate that. I think it should be like right here. I feel like it's touching a little bit though, but um I'm gonna still test it out anyway. Hold on. Get this cable. Hmm. Battery and press it so I can get this. There we go. The light is on. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have the best movement here, and I made it to stick to this thing. So there we go. Over. There we go. Hold on. Okay, so the movement is good. Okay. The double clicks work just perfectly fine. Dude, this is working really well. I can't believe this works. And right click. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is guys, this works. Like seriously, it just works. I like it. Yeah. This is this is cool. Yo, I'm so excited about this. Yeah. This is the original one and this is the new one. So the original one is out and the pins on it are like significantly shorter, about like 40% of the replacement one pretty much. So I think the, for the next time, I have another identical mouse. For the next one, when I fix this one, I'm gonna like chop off the tips of the pins so they are not as big, you know. So I think like in that sense, it would be a lot more useful. So what I'll do is I'm gonna put this back, but let's make sure like I did not forget anything. All the parts that needs to go underneath are here. This is the laser, so cool. This is this is fun. I'm enjoying this, yo. All right, so I'm gonna put this part here back to its place. I think it goes like this, and this here needs to align with the where the screw goes in. I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to be. Uh, mm, mm, I think this is it. Yeah, it sits just like this. And it's this white screw here is the one that goes over there. I don't remember which one I used for that. I think it was PH0, this one right here. So I'm going to try to put it back to its place using this magnetic thing that it does. And kind of a tight spot. But we got it. So there we go. All right. So now it's in place. And the next one is I'm going to get the one for the smaller ones. And get this out. We can turn off the thing. I turned off my welding machine so it can cool down. And we are going to place the screws where they were, back to their old original spot. So there we go. Okay. 2 to go. So small. Like right in the middle here. It's kind of a tight spot again, but there we go. We got it done. Last one, or inside the mouse. This one is like right underneath the battery on the corner over here. That will hold the mouse in place. There you go. So everything is in place in terms of where the PCB is screwed to the mouse pad, right? And this is it. So the second thing now that we need to do here is put the cover back. But before we do that, we need to put these cables to their original places. So this one is obvious. We know where it goes, and it's like a relatively straightforward one to put. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna try to use this tweezer that I have. Where is it? I'm hoping this will help. We'll see though. Hmm. Uh-oh, it actually worked. Yeah, I like it. Dude, tweezers really helped here. So I'm gonna like push it down a bit more here on applying force on both sides. Oh, don't slip off. Hmm. I'm trying to make it like as tight as possible, so there is like no, missed contact when I'm using the mouse because they are not touching properly, right? So need to make sure that it is actually in good hands. But I did not pay attention to the other cable here that is supposed to go to here. Okay. So since that one is in place, we're gonna put this one is in place. I'm trying to be gentle here because, like this is just okay. I put it into its place, but I think this, yeah, went back into. It went back down, making it tight. So there we go. So now, just kid here. Come on, man. I'm gonna push it back down. Oh, there you go. Hmm. I'm gonna test the entire mouse before. Oh no, this is not. It's not straight. Not straight, and we can't put it down like that when it's not properly aligned. Thank God I got nails. Okay. Yeah, it just came off because it wasn't straight, so I wasn't like really too comfortable letting it go that way when it's not properly aligned. Man, this is an annoying thing. I wish it was longer so I could just push it down with more comfort. Okay. It's back in the space. Huh. Still not straight. Bruh. Oh, it's not even in. Okay. I'm getting frustrated with this fucking thing, bro. Okay, this time it is in and I push it in. There we go. Now, gotta do this on the other side. And this is being a bitch. There we go. I think this one is in place pretty well. All right. So it's all good. Now, what I need to make sure is like these pins here that's on my finger, they need to align properly with that jack right there where they're supposed to go. So I think aligning it properly with the screws, where the screws are supposed to go, I think we have a pretty good chance putting it in the proper place. Okay. Something is getting into the way of something, and I don't know what it is. Oh, the battery is pushed back out. There we go. I think we are good. So I'm gonna like try to click this in. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So everything is in its place, and I can, yeah, I can hear the click. So the click is working. Now I'm gonna test the mouse properly. So honestly, I have two of these. One of them belongs to the other one. One of them belongs to this one. I'm gonna connect both of them and see which one works. So give me 1 second. All right, I put down both of them. This is off, so there we go. Oh, there you go. It works. Although I think this is not reflecting the light properly, so I'm gonna try it over here. Oh yeah. Oh my god, this works perfectly fine. Oh yeah. Yepper, yepper. Guys, this works perfectly fine. I am really happy. Copy. And I'm gonna do like search, paste and go. Oh yeah. There we go. This is good. I am happy with this. This is so cool. Yes. I fixed this mouse. This is insane. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this off, right? And then I'm gonna do um I'm gonna put back all the pieces back into space. So just to make sure that everything is tightly sitting in place. Hmm. Oh, one thing I didn't check is the upper things here. So I can see the light in the wheel, which is coming down, which is good. But I need to scroll up and down. Oh yeah, the scroll works, so we're good. Yeah, we're fine. So everything on the mouse works as is. Now, time to put those screws back into their places and put their covers. So we no longer need this. I'm gonna put this back. That's my, I think, PH000, and I think it was the T6 that I was using for this ones, right? So let's check one of them out. Yeah, perfect fit. So we're fine. I'm gonna take this and right use this. So start with this one over here and tighten it perfectly enough. And then we're gonna do it to this one. Here we go. Perfectly enough. So 2 more left. I'm having a good time with this. I like doing this kind of stuff, but you know, I gotta get better at soldering things and desoldering things because apparently I don't know what the hell I'm doing with those. Okay. And there you go. So, guys, now everything in the mouse is in its place. The next thing here is let's put the covers here before it collects any more dust, making it like less sticky, right? Because I think it kind of like affects. So we're gonna get this piece, the one that goes over here, and then place it properly. Hopefully it will hold nice and tidy. I can't really see it, and it's not standing straight. No, it's not aligned. Well, come on, work with me. Okay, this is better, I think. Yeah, this adhesive is like strong, but it was one of the first parts that came off. Okay, I'm gonna use this thing to kind of, no, don't do that because it's like pushing it against hard metal. It will create like edges, and you don't want those edges to be there because you want your mouse to like be fluent. I think this is one of the areas in this mouse where like it's badly designed because this is susceptible to, you know, become uneven or like move around as the adhesive gets older. So feels like this is a bad approach. But you know, and then already bought out mouse, you don't really have much of a choice anyways. Okay. Shit, I don't remember which one was which one. I think that one is over here. Yeah, that makes me feels more into it. So we're gonna have to put it here and align it with the outlines. If you realize that it doesn't perfectly fit either, right? But it should. Like same thing with this one too. Like I'll show you guys. Like it doesn't. It's not so precise, which is like weird. It's just not so precise. Look at this. Like it doesn't completely cover within the lines that it's like created. Okay. But as far as all the things go, these are all in the right place. So I'm gonna go put back the weights here. And I don't think these were this way. Yeah, it goes like this. Yeah. What was I thinking? Seems like lately it's the hype to use lightweight mouses, but it's not really my thing. I kind of like a little bit of weight on the mouse, you know? I feel like it's a better fit to how I like to use the mouse. So these are our like, you know, mouse button three, like 536, 436, 456, yeah. And it just like falls back into place. Like this is another thing. Like you see that the adhesive here is like giving up. Look, like it's just not holding up properly because you know, as a when you're like playing games, you might apply some like, extra force onto this thing, but you can see that it's not in the place properly. Yeah, still replacement parts for this, but I think it's about like 1/3 of the mouse's price. So if you're replacing two things, you might as well buy a fucking new mouse. Okay, these are the last four pieces. We're gonna put back down onto the mouse, and it's ready to be used again. I think. I'm gonna test this out into the like playing in using this in a game while playing my Valorant today. And then see how it performs. I have an identical one here, exact same mouse I've been using, and so we'll see how that one performs, you know? This one really needs to, why aren't you sitting there properly? There we go. There you go. So this is the last part, and everything in its place. So now this mouse is done and it's ready to be used again. It's not in the best condition, but it's in working condition. You can still game with it. Oh, look, you can see that like this piece here, it literally fell off. Like compared to the other one here, this still has its thing here, but this one came off because the adhesive on the thing is not so stable. And I remember at the time when this started coming off, like it was like spreading all the way around here and so sticky, and it took me a while to clean it off. You can still see like remnants of this thing from like applying force when you are using this thing, because I like that this feels my hand, but as this is, you know, like you keep applying pressure here during like stressful situations in the games and whatnot, right? Like you don't want to worry about this thing like wearing off. Like these are the two sections where you apply the pressure the most, and maybe the left click is the other one. Like this should have been prioritized to be more durable, but it's not. All right, so I'm gonna turn this back on. Let me see. So the wireless connector is already connected. So I turn it on. I see the light, and then yeah, it works. I can and double click things and it actually highlights them properly, and I can click and drag and it doesn't let go. Oh my god, that was the problem. Like the left click would just like it would just give up. You would click on it, but it wouldn't hold, you know? And that was a problem, especially like if you are playing FPS games and you know, like you are shooting with Vandal or Phantom or whatever, like out of nowhere, it would just stop shooting. And I would end up dying because I'm not shooting the guy that's shooting at me. So, yeah. I'm glad how this turned out. And if you have any questions on this, let me know. Or if you have any insights on how I can do better soldering into the components instead when I was replacing the part, the one that this came out, I would appreciate it, but you can see that how worn down this became, especially this like the tip of the thing. Maybe that's why like it was giving up because the part that I'm continuously applying pressure on was not responding properly anymore, or it's missing contact inside. So that's the reason that it is, uh, the right click, the left click is not working anymore. It was like very erratic behavior. But I'm glad now I was able to fix this mouse with a. I bought this 4 pieces, right? 4 identical pieces for $6. So it's about like $1.50 per item, and I'm able to keep using the mouse for $1.50. And I still have like 3 more pieces that I can keep using. I'm gonna update on this one as well. I will fix the left click on this one as well, but I'll probably like cut off the tips of the pins so they are a little shorter and easier to solder back on after I remove the old one. And I kind of want to like play around with this mouse a little bit and then see how this performs and see if I experience any problems due to the fix I did. It's a fix in quotation marks because I don't feel like I did a really really good job like soldering it back on, although it still works, which I am happy for. But yeah, this is it for this part, guys. I'm gonna go get some food because I'm genuinely starving. Um, and then I'm gonna come back to play some Valorant and test this mouse and see how it would work. Yeah, yeah. So as far as fixing things go, this is it. I'm happy with the results, regardless. I'm happy with the result. I need more experience soldering the soldering though. I probably got deranked because of this part when I was using this mouse as my primary mouse because it literally stopped working and I had to switch to the other one. I'm like, I'm shooting at people and then middle of the shooting or spraying, it just stops shooting and I end up dying. I lost so many fights. All right, time to clean up. I still don't know how to properly use this thing. Looks like this comes off, but anyways, I'm gonna keep it as is. I'm gonna just leave this in the box. I'm gonna watch a few more tutorials to figure out how to really utilize this braid, this soldering braid, or this soldering wick. They call it wick like John Wick, wick. I'm not sure if it is an interchangeable word or not. Dude, I am really enjoying my camera, like my Sony DSLR camera here. Um, like the quality that it's capturing everything in and how clear things are, like it's been super helpful. All right, so okay, this is not hot. We're gonna take this over here. So there we go. I'm gonna put this back. These are the brand new ones. I'll throw this old one here just for reference in case I need to do research or anything on this thing. If this one starts giving me problems, I want to be able to like look into it without having to open the mouse. So I'm gonna put this back into its thing. And all these pieces, I'm gonna take this, put it back to the thing here as well. So, so kind of a nice grip. Throw this back in here, and I'm gonna throw this back in here so I know which one that's out there. All right. And we're gonna put this back in. We're gonna move the mouse out of the way now. Okay. And we're gonna take this, put this to T6. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, like what is the screw that SteelSeries is using to open up the mouse, it was T6 for the SteelSeries Rival 650. That's the mouse I've been working on right now. So yeah, put it back, put this back into its place, and this is good. So yeah, these are the tools we use to make this thing happen, and I'm quite happy with the outcome. I need like thinner one because this was like too big and it gave me a lot of like struggle because even though like the tip is thin, because this is like a very thick, I mean not very thick but thicker than it needs to be for the component I was working on, it was too much. I had to like bit by bit I had to like clean it out. So anyways, cool. So this I can put aside, and then I'm gonna put these back to its bag in case I need them later and I want to be able to find them again. It makes sense to like keep things organized. I don't want to like end up trying to find them where they are because I didn't put them where they're supposed to be. Cool. This just came with the phone replacement battery pack that I purchased on, I think, Amazon. Oh my god, the ziplock here is not holding. Please. This is ass. You know what? I'm gonna just do this like this. So long as it's in the correct box, I don't really care. There we go. Yeah, this is the one that I replaced the battery on this phone. So the tools came with as part of the battery because it's supposed to be a whole kit to give you the option to replace your battery. My battery would die when it would reach like 40%, 45%. I'm on the phone and all of a sudden it's dead. Middle of the conversation, so infuriating. Dude, I'm genuinely happy I got this thing to work like this. Like it's cool. Yeah. These are my tips. So I'm gonna put that onto this thing here. So this was the welding machine that we used, and I'm gonna unplug it from the outlet here entirely. Cool. All right. So this was the tip that we used. It's not hot anymore, but I'm glad I didn't end up like holding it like this from here. I kept it from the proper place because I was genuinely scared on that one. It still feels like a little loose. I don't know why. Like I tightened it as much as I could. But yeah, like you can see here, like how much like little pieces I had to take out. How many little pieces of I don't know what this is called. Solder? What is this called anyway? Yeah, solder. Yeah. So many little pieces. Look at this. Like I had to like take out. Yeah, I'm gonna try to scrape it off into the trash. So next time I'm using it, it's not there. All right. I'm gonna go squeeze this into my sink, the water, so it doesn't. All right. I squeezed it as much as possible. So it should be good. It's gonna go back into its box. What is the music playing anyways? I didn't really pay attention to it. Let me see. Oh, it's used playing Turkish music. All right, let's switch back to English music for you guys. All right, so can't take this part. Part. Oh my god, it's like the part is about to come out. Come on, man. What is your problem? Seriously? I fucking hate you. I hate tools like this. I probably bought this because it was cheap as fuck, and now like it's giving me so much struggle trying to get this thing out of here. But anyways, does this part come off? No. Okay. So yeah, this is it. I'm gonna fold this thing, and I'm probably gonna end up making another video of this where I solder the second mouse. Ideally, after I'm done testing it out, hopefully like there's no problems, you know, and then I should be able to replace the other one too. Hopefully with better results than this one. I'm gonna put all these things back. And there's enough room here to put all these. So I'm gonna put all this soldering material into this box. Cool. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup here. And okay, let's see if we can switch this scene to chat. I don't think this really works, but yeah, that's a bad setup. Let's go switch to live here and just like this. And put my camera to back to here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just put this back up to, you know, clean up here a little bit, and then I'll be back, guys. So give me a moment. Oh, how's my feet? Moving. I can turn off this light now because it's really shining strong to the camera. All right. Let's turn this on. Wow, it was so bright. Yeah, I didn't realize it. Okay, I'm gonna put this back into its bag right here so it doesn't get dirty or, you know, scratchy or something. I really liked using this though. This was like pretty cool, you know, made it makes things easier to work on, especially like when you're dealing with screws. They are all in the place that they need to be. So I kind of appreciate it. Oh yeah, this is the thing. Like heat resistant, 932 Fahrenheit, 500 degrees Celsius, anti-approved sticky material, corrosion resistant, 10-year lifespan. Damn. Yeah. I ended up buying this just for this thing, so I could properly, you know, I could use proper tools. But yeah, I'm gonna take these away. And I think this is pretty much it. I'm going to remove the camera, but I think that's all. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a break and does this still work? Oh, there you go. I had to click on it to activate it when it's wired, when it's not wired. So guys, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'll be back again after I eat. I just don't wanna like keep people waiting here for me when I'm, when I'm doing things with my food. Oh, this is so good. This mouse actually is working. I like it. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for watching this. And I'll check in with you guys after I eat. Bye bye.